Start with recording. Okay, my question was, if I want to show this values, okay, on each bar, how do I do that? Anyone? I want to show this label. Okay, I want to show this label. That means the quantity sold, the sum should come here. So I can just drag this quantity sold again and put it on this label. As soon as I do that, you can see this numbers have been added here. Okay, the numbers have been added. Plus, if you want a different color and all that stuff, let us say the product name, if you want to change this to a different color, you can do that by just dragging and dropping it on the color and so on. But that is not the purpose right now. But my question has been answered now. The best and the worst selling product has been displayed. Now, the next question is, what was the contribution margin per product? Now, what do you mean by the contribution margin? Contribution to my profit. Okay, that is can be calculated using the price minus the cost will give me the contribution. Okay, so I'll create another sheet now. So I have another sheet. Okay, now on this sheet here, I need to create the contribution margin because I do not have it in my tables, right? The tables do not have it. Okay, so I'm going to create a new measure. I'll be creating a new measure so that I can click on this here, create calculated fields. Okay, give a name to this calculated field as contribution margin. Okay, that's my name to the field. Click inside this box here. Now, as I said, your contribution margin will be the unit price minus the unit cost. Okay, so where is my unit price and cost? It is here in the products table. So I'll just drag and drop it here. Okay, put the minus sign, and drag and drop the cost as well. So this is my cost. So I'm going to take this and put it here. Okay. As soon as I do this, you can see this, there's a message which is getting displayed. The calculation is valid. Okay. So if my calculation is proper, I can just click on OK. Okay. A new measure gets created. A new field. You can see this one. Under the product, you got a new field here. And it has a hash sign. Okay. It has a hash sign. And there's an equal to sign here also. It indicates that it is a calculated field. If you look at the symbol for the unit cost and the unit price, it is different compared to this one. Okay, the indication is that it is simple that we have created this field. It is a calculated field. Okay, now one more thing you need to do is you need to change. Okay, one more thing about this. If you look at the field which got added, the field got added in this particular table, in the products table, right? The reason was that the two fields which I selected for the calculation belonged to the same table. And that was the reason why this field got added in the same table here. Okay. And it was not outside. Clear. Now, there's some small things which we need to do regarding this unit cost and the unit price. I need to change the data type for this. So let us quickly do that. Okay. So change data type to let us say standard type. Let us change this. So default properties or data type or dimension. Okay, let us stick to this right now. One more thing is there. Okay, do not change this. We have a calculated field which we have already converted. Discrete data type, geographical. Okay, I want this to be currency, which is, let us see in this line. Is it the currency here? Type is column, measure, continuous rule. Okay, default type is valid. So this is going to be not displaying me the, you can say the rupee sign and all will not come in this case. Let us try this out. So what I'll do is now, because I want to know the calculated value, that the contribution margin, Now for this example, I am going to drag and drop the 3 fields. Okay, so let us do that. So I'll take just 1 minute, guys. Okay. So in this case, I need the unit cost. So I'll select this. I'll select press control and select unit price. And I'm also going to select the product name. So I'll press the control key and the contribution margin, which we have calculated right now. Okay. You can click on this show me here. Okay. And I want the table. I don't want any graph or something like that. And I'm going to fit this the entire view. Okay. Now, if you look at this, let us click on this one. Okay. Now the contribution margin, let us shift this down. So I can put it at the end. So I want the price on top. So price also goes up. So you can move the capsules, Control Z. Okay. You can just move the capsules so that, you know, it gets properly highlighted. So here, you know, let me check whether I'm able to, you know, format this number format. Okay, can I have the currency? Yeah. So I can put the currency sign. Okay, for this, close this. Similarly, I can do it for currency standard. Okay, and the last one, the contribution field which we created, I can format this to standard currency standard. Okay, but right now it is automatic, but we need to display it in the currency format. Okay. Now looking at this again, if you want, you can sort this out. So either you can do it descending order and ascending order. You can sort it as per you know, the columns which you want. This got highlighted. Okay, so I'll click on this one right now. So the maximum contribution which is coming from the books. You can see this 3.25. And if you subtract these two values, the answer is right. Okay, so I'll just rename this now again. Let us rename this to contribution margin. Okay, per product, let us say per product. Okay, press enter. The next question, the third question for this same problem, okay, is that I want to know that what were the sales revenue, what were the profits, and what were the profit margin per category and per product. Okay, I want to know that. So for that, again, let us go and create another sheet here. I'm adding another sheet. Now, when we are talking about sales revenue, profit, then the profit margin per category and per product, again, there are some calculated fields. That means I need to calculate sales revenue. How do I do that again? Again, you can see this one here. You can click on this drop down, click on create calculated fields. Now let us name this as sales revenue. Okay, click inside this box here. Now this time I have quantity sold multiplied by the price. Okay, now quantity sold is not a part of your product here, the table product. Okay, quantity sold will be from transaction details. Okay, so I have to drag this from here. This time I have to multiply it. So I'll put the asterisk sign and I'll drag the unit price from the other table. Now look at this one. When I put this here, okay, the calculation is okay. Now in previous example, when I calculated this contribution margin, it got added to my products table. And the reason was the two fields were from the same table. Now in this example, I have taken two values from two different tables. Okay, I have taken two values from two different tables. Now, because we have set the relationship properly, because we have set the relationship properly, what is going to happen is product wise, category wise, it is going to do the calculation. Okay, category wise and product wise, it is going to give me the calculations properly. So now let me click on OK. Look at this now. Now this has been added below here and not inside any of the table. The reason because this is a calculated field which is coming from two different tables. And that is the reason it has been added below down here. Okay, and not in one of the tables. Okay, so this table is a calculated field and it is using multiple columns from different, you can say tables. Clear? Now this is your sales revenue. If I have to calculate my profit, let us do the calculation for profit as well. So again, one more field, I'll require profit here. Now profit can be just calculated by using the quantity sold multiplied by the contributed margin, which we have calculated right now. Okay, the other calculated field. Okay, so I'll take quantity sold again. So quantity sold multiplied by the contribution margin. Okay, click on apply. It gets added down here. You can see this one. Profit got added here. Okay, again, because of it was from two different fields. Okay, now what about the profit margin? Now profit margin is a bit interesting. Now profit margin will be, the total of sum divided by the sales revenue. The total of sales revenue. Okay, so if I have to do the calculation for profit margin, and I have to display this in percentage also. So what I'll do is I'll make use of the function sum. Okay, so we have a function here called sum. Okay, so I'll select this one, sum, or you can just put the round bracket. Inside the round bracket, I need to pass the expression. So profit was calculated, so I'll put profit here. Okay, complete the round bracket. Now this has to be divided by the total of sum or sales revenue. Okay, so again, and I have one more function called sum again here, and this time I'll take sales revenue. So this will come here. Okay, complete this round bracket, and you can click on apply. Okay, please before applying, check whether this calculation is valid. Apply, and I got another, you can see here, profit, profit margin, and sales revenue. Three values or three calculated fields have been added now. Now let us quickly, create a table which will give me the profit, which will give me the profit margin and the sales revenue as well. So what I'll do is I'll take the fields here. So profit, select profit, press control, select profit margin, sales revenue. Okay. Now I want category wise and product wise, right? So I need to have the category also, the category name and the product name also. So I need category name and product name. So from where do I get this? So here we have the product category name. So I'll select this one. Okay. And I want the product name as well. So I'll select this from here. So in a way, there are how many two tables which are getting involved here? The category table, the product table, and the tables, the fields which we have just calculated. Click on this, show me, click on this table here, and I get this output. So you can see it is calculated for me. The value profit is getting displayed. The profit margin is getting displayed, and let us adjust this. So I'll just go to this one and click on fit entire view. Okay, this is an entire view which we have. So profit, profit margin, and sales revenue. Now, what I want to do is I want to convert the profit margin. I want to put it that side. So profit margin will go at the end. So profit margin comes here. Okay, and profit margin, I have to format this as percentage. Okay, so this will be a percentage. Let us go up to 2 decimal places, or you can Okay, fine, up to 2 decimal places. You can close this one. And this profit and sales revenue should be currency. So I'll format this as currency, the standard currency. Okay, similarly to this one, currency. Okay, and I can just close this window. Okay, so this gives you a better picture, and I can use this one for profit margin. Okay, the best profit margin is coming from, again, the beverage category. Okay, for the product water. Okay, 73 point, you can say 73.33%. Plus, we also have another product which is magazine, which is coming from the reading material. Okay, so like this, I can, highlight or answer the question which was asked, which what would be the, you can say, the value, the category wise, the profit, the revenue, and the sales value. If I have to display, the total also, you can also go to this analysis, okay, and select the totals. So default totals can also be shown for this grids. So if I'm on the the left hand side, let us go to the row top. So if I want totals to left side, okay, I can get the total. Let us see this, or let us go back. Sorry, totals. Let us add the other total, the grand total, which we have, row grand total. Okay, so let me check whether it is getting added. The entire view standard. It is not getting added. 1 minute, guys. Fine. Let me go back and go to analysis. Go to totals. Okay, that got added somewhere, but it's not getting this. It's not visible. Fine. Is it here in the grid somewhere? Okay, when we come next, I'll show you the total as well. The grand total should come. The totals should get displayed here, so that we can get to know add all. Let us see. We'll go to the add option. So add all subtotals. Let us do this. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Now we get it. So we have got this total, and we have added all subtotals. So here you can see this total has been added. Okay. So if I want to know the total of the particular category, so the beverages category, or let us change this to fit the width. Okay, this is better. So under this, the total can be coming. So you will find under each category, you have a total. Okay, and you can compare this as well. So this can be compared with the other one. So this category, beverages and the reading. So look at the highest profit margin. So beverages are giving me the highest, the profit margin. And the two products which I have under that is water and juice. Okay, so like this, you can answer the questions and create different charts as well. Okay, so there are two more. Actually, I want to show you two more questions, that how we can answer those questions and how we can do it. But when we come next, I want to know if any transactions or the person who's generating more transactions, the customer. So when we come next, we will continue from here and try to see that as well. But I hope whatever we have done today, especially small things which we have done, like we have created a calculated field. Okay, then we did some formatting also. Okay, then we saw how to do the sorting from here. Right? Then we saw this new option, standard, then fit as per the width and the height, or the entire view. If I usually you'll find entire view has been used. Okay, so all this should be should be the takeaway for today. So please practice this out. I've already shared the data set, and you can give me the attendance. You can punch in your attendance in the chat box for today, and I'll stop the share from here. If you have any questions, you want me to answer anything, you want me to explain anything, please let me know so that I can tell you. explain you, and might be with some other example also. If I get some other example, I'll explain you further. Any doubts?